Stop doing the weird stare and the uncomfortable moments.
Like a person that...
We're going to fight after the show today.
Oh my gosh, HR.
He has attitude today. Keep sending in those messages.
I'm scared now.
Wherever you roam, you'll still be at home with me.
Welcome to the Vine Rewind. What do you think about our new...
We have a new setup. I like it. I feel, I don't know, very homey, comfy.
I thought you were going to say...
Very mindful. Sorry,
demure.
I had to.
Yeah. This is going to evolve a little bit, you know. We're kind of amateurs at this, but we're trying something new. And I wanted to put these headsets on, you know, because you're like a radio star.
Yeah, I don't know. We're wearing headphones.
We are.
I feel like we're doing a podcast.
Hey.
Maybe we will.
Oh, is that a little tease?
Maybe.
Okay,
let's talk about the show. This is the Vine Rewind. So we had a lot of fun this past week, and we want to show you some of those fun clips, starting with all of the critters we saw.
A little bit of a zoo this week, wasn't
really
it?
was.
Check this out.
I'm a little bit scared because we did have a groundhog that was living in this hole.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in a
We haven't seen
while.
him for a few weeks.
Now we
I
have
think
a
it's
snake.
moved on.
Did you see this snake
I did
Tom
not.
Brandon is trying to name?
Oh.
Yes, you missed out. This happened last night. Actually, and we have a cat that just walked up too.
That's Inky, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a snake. I was walking out of the door, our back door into the parking lot yesterday, and when I turned around to make sure that the door was shut, a snake is under the door, and it was scary.
I mean, they do like to get in garages and stuff like that.
They'll get in there, that's
wherever
for
there's
sure.
Food, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you think like it's starting to cool off. Hopefully, snakes are not going to be an issue.
We like this type of weather, but also the snakes like this type
That's
of weather
right.
because they don't have to hide from the intense heat anymore. So watch out for that. If you could be doing any gardening.
Are we getting a shot of our cat over here? Oh, it's so cute. You just never know. I mean, we have so much wildlife just right here in our little garden.
He hangs around the THP Lip
He
Mother
heard your
Garden.
voice.
And we're friends,
That's
but he
right.
won't
He's
let me
looking
pet
at
him.
you.
Yeah,
Aw.
he knows who it is.
That's right.
All right.
Well, I tried a little prank on you, and it didn't work because the way you reacted to that snake.
In my bag.
I put a snake in your bag because, you know, the snake, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, because I was the one that discovered the snake outside.
Yeah.
That tried to run away from me and come inside initially. So I've been looking for it all week.
It was trying to run away from you.
Yes, by going in the
with
building.
its legs.
Slither away from me. And so every day now when I go out the same door, I'm looking
You're
around
looking.
thinking he's coming back.
And I said the snake is definitely going to be back.
Right. And then so all week you've been planning a prank on me, and guess what?
Didn't work.
I didn't because
Oh, well.
I cannot be pranked.
You know, I want to switch gears a little bit here. Your sister lives up in Heber Springs, and she's a radio DJ, and they had something special that happened, right?
That's right. The Battle of the Little Red was more than they ever expected it to be. Here it is.
My sister and I are from Clinton, but she now lives in Heber Springs and she owns the radio station there. So the game is between Clinton and Heber Springs.
Keep going.
Yes. So, no, why?
No, I want you to keep going.
Okay, so every year ahead of the game, these two communities, they get together and they collect a lot of different funds for different organizations.
Yeah.
One is for Fight Like a Kid, which helps out the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They grant a wish.
Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, they'll grant a wish for a child in the Grosse Ferry Lake area.
Yeah.
And then they also do a backpack program for both schools. They also raise funds for the call in each county.
Love the call.
Yes, where they do diapers and wipes. Well, my sister, Allie King Sugg, was working last week at her radio station when she hears the door open. And usually people will walk up the stairs into the station, but she doesn't see anyone. No one appears, so she goes to check. And she sees an elderly, very, very elderly man. He's about made it all the way up the stairs, and he's carrying a gift.
They said, we think there's money in here. And so we start opening up, and I keep bringing out an envelope of $5,000, another envelope of $5,000, $100 bills, every single one of them. And I ran out and I said, oh, sir, I think you you made a mistake. There's a lot of money in here. Surely you didn't mean to give us all this. And he goes, I sure did. He goes, it's not my money anyways. It's God's money. And so, of course, we all start tearing up and we just couldn't thank him enough. And we're like, are you sure? And he said, this is what I want to do with my money.
So the man wants to remain anonymous.
But he's not. We're going to say who it is. No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
he said, you can just say it's from Joseph of Arimathea. That's what he told her. If anyone wants to know who it's
Arimathea.
from. Arimathea, I'm sorry.
Come on, Ashley.
And he said that that he didn't want anybody to know who he was, but he is a veteran. And he walked in with $50,000 in cash and handed it to her. She didn't exactly know how much money was in there, even when he was leaving, but she could just see. She said she thought it was crackers for the backpack program. And so she laid it down on the desk at first, and her coworker, a lady that works for her, says, Allie, there's a lot of money in this bag. So that's when she ran out, sir. And he said, I would ask my wife, but she's gone. And this isn't my money anyway. It's God's money. And that's what he wanted to do with it. He wanted to donate it to those programs. Last year, together, both schools raised $12,000. And this year, they had over $60,000 because of this man. Isn't that amazing? Gives me chills to think about that.
Moment.
I'm just so glad that my sister got to be a part of something like that.
Yeah.
So great. And there's a lot of special things that are happening this month in Arkansas.
Yeah, we're dealing with food insecurities. We're the number one most food insecure state across the nation. A lot of times you want to be on the top of the list, but not for this.
No.
Arkansas is now leading in food insecurities, and we just need to do something about that.
We've done, of course, the summer cereal drive for a couple of decades now. We always talked about how we were, for the last several years, number 2 in food insecurity, and we thought that was bad. And then this year, we're number 1 in food insecurity in the nation. So there's a lot of people that need our help.
Be gearing up next summer. It's going to be our 25th year of doing that. Tom Brannon kind of at the helm there.
Right.
So, but in the meantime, we need to do what we can, and we're thinking about it today. One of the ways you can help is by participating in the Central Arkansas Restaurant Weeks. That's what it's called. This month, more than 70 eateries are helping raise awareness about food insecurities and are offering special menus or promotions that benefit the Arkansas Food Bank. Some of the restaurants include Different Dough Pizza Co., which they are phenomenal, El Sur, Community Bakery and Whole Hog Cafe, and a whole lot more. You can find the full list on their website.
Yeah, look at all of these right here. I mean, there's
7 Brews
ton
in
of
there.
those. Yeah, just all Shadrack's. There's just a lot of restaurants that are participating in this. So one of your favorites, I'm sure you could stop by, grab something to eat, and also help out the Arkansas Food Bank.
And you can go to some of these great local restaurants to support the Arkansas Food Bank until the 20th.
Yeah, I mean, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting some great food and just supporting to make Arkansas less food insecure.
Right.
I've been working on my insecurities as well.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, I want to find the perfect scent that goes along for me. I think about Ed Buckner,
Ed Buckner smells great.
He always smelled so great when I was around him, and I'm trying to find that. And so I've been working on my fragrances.
Uh-huh. And you were not happy that I had not noticed?
I was very upset about that. Do you notice anything?
He's changing.
Do you notice anything different about me today?
Did you trim your beard?
That's not. This
Except
isn't
for
the
that
tangent
one
yet.
long hair
This isn't
right
the
there.
tangent
What is
yet.
that? What is that?
I don't
long
know.
hair?
So no.
Get
The
that
answer is
off.
no. The answer is
Get
no.
that.
What are you
It's
talking
right
about?
there. Right, get that right there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got it.
You didn't notice. I'm so disappointed.
Why? What happened?
I put on some new cologne today. It's called Daddy Yankee. I was expecting this reaction.
Wow, man, what is that? You smell great today.
It's Daddy Yankee.
Oh, you wanted to be able to say that, didn't you? You wanted to be able to say
False
what you were
advertising, people. You didn't even notice.
I'm
so disappointed. So I'm trying out some new colognes and stuff, and I just ordered like a 15 pack of these trial sizes. And I'm trying something new every day, and you're not saying anything about the way I smell.
Maybe you're not putting enough on, but you do smell captivating, sexy, refreshing, and charismatic today. I was thinking that before you said something.
I'm trying my Riz.
Oh, you don't need to. You're married.
I got my in life in general. Riz. I'm rizzing up the world.
Gotcha.
With my Daddy Yankee.
Okay, you know, this is the closest I've been to you all day, and I do smell it now.
Do you smell it?
It's invigorating.
Nathan Scott is here today. What's up, my friend? He's over there. He's been working hard this morning.
No, he's got a lot to talk about.
Dude, you got the hair, you know, like you kind of look like Maverick.
You can't tell I woke up at 1:30 this morning.
No,
That's what I did.
not at
You look
all.
great. You got the sleeves rolled up, which means
Uh-oh.
That's
you've been
because it was
track-
hot here in the studio.
I thought that
Came
meant-
in, there was no AC.
I thought that meant you were tracking, you know, tropical storms and
Yeah.
hurricanes.
Anytime a meteorologist rolls their sleeves up, you know
They take the jacket
it's getting
off.
serious.
You're gonna say I'm trying to attract new viewers.
Oh,
You viewers.
that's what it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's my job. No, I'm kidding.
Give them the look that you do into the camera. We need a close up. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Some people may still be eating breakfast. We got to be careful.
That's fine. That's fine. Why do you give me such a hard time?
I don't do anything. I'm just living my life. And you're.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't think that you've. Well, first of all, this is about as close as we ever get. So
Yeah.
you're going to need to spray on a little bit more of that Daddy Yankee if you want me to smell it. Sorry about that.
By the way, there's something about my facial expressions. I can't control my face.
Oh, you have a lot of facial expressions. A lot of them they come after I say just simple things.
You bring them out in me. You look like a judge today.
Well, good. Call me Your Honor during the show.
I
then.
refuse. I refuse.
I expect a little respect today.
Good luck.
Yeah. Every time I say anything, Adam goes, whoa, and rolls his eyes. Am I having a hot flash? Oh, whatever. Yeah,
I'm very
anything.
supportive.
Whatever. It doesn't matter what it is.
Very supportive.
All right, 3, 2.
You look so nice today, Ashley.
Thanks, Adam. So do you. He's making a face. I knew it. I knew it. We can't even say a compliment without. Okay. Look, I got this mug for Adam.
Oh, the many faces of Adam. They're so positive.
It'd make a great Halloween costume. Do you think they should mold a costume of my face?
The many faces of Adam costume.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that.
Well, you know, last year I was Herman Munster for Halloween.
Yeah.
That was too much of a commitment.
I thought it was great. You know, we have been doing this for a long time now. I didn't realize how long until our producer found this.
In years past, though, we have tried a bunch of different fun costumes, and I'm not even exactly sure what our producer found.
Me
She
either.
says it's a fun throwback, so let's see.
Let's see.
I know y'all know this already, but I'm a hunka burning up.
I'm on the run. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Having a hard time taking you serious right now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Oh, you're my sailor, because I'm a captain, and he has a sailor jacket.
I'm Donald Duck. Is Donald Duck a sailor?
Yeah, see, he has a sailor jacket on. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. Fun when we were able to go. That place isn't around anymore.
I know.
Oh man, that was fun to go in there.
They were like, get out of our
They
store.
had every costume that you could imagine.
So last year, I think it was last year or year before last, we went over to the Repertory Theater.
Yeah.
They're like, you guys can come over here and look through our stuff. Maybe we'll find something. And nobody was my size, so they didn't have anything. It's just,
Right.
man.
And what were
Are y'all
you?
tired
You
of
were
hearing
a
about
wolf,
that?
Big bad wolf, and I was.
Oh yeah, a
little
couple
red
years ago. That's
Riding
right. That's
Hood.
right.
Is that what you call her?
Yeah.
Almost a Red Robin.
And I'm like, okay, so you can dress up. So I know the Munsters, and then there was the Addams family. I'm like, you need to dress up as Morticia or whatever her name was,
Yeah.
and I'll be Herman. Of course.
I kind of have that look going on right now.
No, not
no?
at all.
No. Well, if she were more conservative.
Yeah, that's right. That was fun
Yeah.
playing dress up.
It was.
Sometimes we need to dress up a little bit more because we're getting older. I feel like I'm getting bags under my eyes, and science proves that there are some major changes that happen at certain times of our life, right?
Right. Not gradual aging that we experience, but actually
it's not linear.
Hits us. And we've already passed one of those points
gracious.
in our life.
Well, and then I'm starting to wonder, am I forgetting things everywhere?
It all just goes together.
I feel like I'm getting older by the minute.
Do you? Yeah, well, that's what happens. Not by the minute, though. It's just, we're going to talk about that in a second. I mean, you did just have a birthday, though.
Yes.
But you
That's
have reached this certain age.
Yeah.
So this new study found that human beings age on a molecular level 2 times in their lives.
2 times?
Yes. The first accelerated burst happens when you're 44.
Yeah.
We both passed that.
Right?
The next one, we have a little bit of time, is when you're 60.
You don't have as much time as me.
I'm just a year older than you.
According to a study published in the Journal of Natural Aging, Stanford University researchers looked at thousands of types of molecules from people aged 25 to 75 years old, and they found that aging is not linear.
So you're not getting older by the day.
No, it happens in waves, and so 44 and 60. So here's the thing. I was a really late developer.
You were a late bloomer.
Yeah, so I was a late bloomer. We use that word.
Yes.
I didn't go through my blooming phase as a young man until I was a junior in high school.
Right. And so you didn't
about
get your height
16,
and all of that either.
and I just turned 46, and I'm telling you, I feel older every day. So it's like, instead of 44 for me,
You think it was
it's
46.
at 46.
Well, I told my sister, even before I saw this study come out, I said, she's 5 years younger than me. And I said, I don't know what it is about when when you're 40, you're like, I'm 40, this is easy. I don't know what the big deal is. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what just happened?
I can't walk up and down the stairs.
Yeah, you look at yourself and you're like, and even when we showed some video yesterday of us trying on some costumes,
different.
I was like, oh my gosh, that was within the last 5 years, and I feel like I looked a lot younger then. I said something about it.
You did say, I looked a lot younger, and I said, yeah, you did.
I did. I did.
That's why I'm trying things like Daddy Yankee.
You think that's going to help?
No.
But yeah, there is. I can tell. Before I even saw that, I told my sister, I said, get ready. Something happens in the next 5 years.
Yeah, just hold on.
I told her when she told
I've always wanted to be older than I am, but I'm finally done. I don't want to be any older.
We're good.
I'm like, pump the brakes.
Right.
Have you ever lost anything on a trip, like when you went to the Bahamas recently? Did you lose anything? Forget
Not that
anything?
I know of yet.
No, you haven't. You don't remember losing anything?
No, but yes, there have been times, when you get home and you realize
I left that sock there. It's my favorite sock. Well, a new report this morning gives us an inside look into some of the interesting things people have forgotten to bring home.
Hotels.com, they spoke to 400 hotels worldwide about some of the items that were lost. And of course, you have the common stuff, your dirty laundry, device chargers.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably the biggest. You're leaving your charger behind.
Oh, yeah.
Makeup, toiletries, that type of stuff. But this year's insights reveal some interesting items, the kind that you it wouldn't go unnoticed. You've got a Rolex, Birkin bags, pet lizards. Now, someone actually left a $6 million watch behind.
That's
How
ridiculous.
do you forget that?
They have too much money to spend. Steph also reported a chick and a pet lizard.
Right. Like a little baby chick.
Yeah, and later those items were returned after their owner checked out.
Yeah, who's taking a baby chick? I don't know. Maybe they were staying there because they were competing in their local state fair.
Okay,
I don't know.
this one they're from, yes.
I don't know.
Of the 400 hotels surveyed, 10% of them reported that guests left behind their dentures. How does that happen?
Oh,
Tracy Bean, how
do you forget your
does
teeth?
that happen?
I saw that dentures and I was thinking about that, about like, how do you just get so
you run out without your teeth.
Like I get how you might forget your glasses. I get that.
Or
your earrings,
retainer.
your watch, your retainer.
Yeah.
But the dentures, maybe I don't know. that one's interesting. I don't know. I'm always the mom. Like I go through everything and
Oh my goodness.
tidy up the room before we leave.
My
You
daughter-
tidy it up?
Well, yeah, like
I
I
do
put,
too.
yeah, like I put all of the towels in the bathtub, and I always make sure the sheets are
Throw all the trash away.
Yeah,
and
all
make
the
sure-
trash away. I get all of that. Yeah.
You got to look under all the covers and the sheets to make sure there's nothing in there. Maybe that's where their teeth are. They forgot them in their bed. They fell out when they were asleep.
Where are we? I don't even remember how we got up here.
Where are we?
This is so bad. I don't think I've lost anything today.
Not today, but we're still, but I did get very invested, but you're still looking for those keys.
Yeah, I am still looking for those keys, and I'm still looking to learn how to speak Spanish.
Oh, I'm actually pretty impressed.
Are you?
Yes.
Bienvenidos to the Vine. I actually just said, oh. Did I, what's that? Bueno?
Welcome, bueno.
Oh, see, thank you. Okay.
You can learn just a few words like you did.
Right.
Just, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hi, how are you?
Bien.
Yeah.
¿Qué pasa?
Yeah, yes. If you can learn a little bit of that, you can break a barrier and become friends with people you might not otherwise meet. And so it's just a great place for people to learn.
For some reason, I'm always hearing them tell me silencio. I don't know what that
Be quiet.
Why am I getting that all the time?
There's a meaner way to say that, but I'll keep that for another time.
I know that way too. Thanks for coming today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
How do I say adios?
Adios.
We'll be right back.
Man, that was a great interview. And yeah, you obviously know how to say goodbye in Spanish. I love that.
If I could have done anything over again in school, I would have learned Spanish.
I agree.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to speak Spanish too.
So good. And what else is so good is being able to watch all of our shows, THV11 on THV11 Plus. There's so many different ways to watch, right?
Right. You can go to our app. You can go to THV11 Plus, and our app, THV11 app and the THV11 Plus app are completely different.
They are.
They're two different things. And you can get the THV11 Plus app on your Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, on your smart TV, so that you can watch our Vine Rewind anytime.
I think we need to do an instructional video on all the ways you can watch us at some point.
I think that's a great idea. Of course, you can always go to THV11.com and then watch the Vine live every weekday morning on THV11 at 9 a.m.
That's right. And to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we're going to end our show with a little Jacob Flores.
So beautiful, I could paint you with my eyes closed. Oh, you got my heart about to explode. Oh, you got my heart about to explode. Oh, yeah, about to. Otra vez, sí. Look around, can't you see? Incredible energy floating around you and me, as if we were meant to be. Put your mind at ease. And set your body free. Baby, take my hand, and we will go away from here to a place where love is gone. And you will know as soon as you taste my lips. Relax and feel my fingertips, gentle as a brush stroke. Tonight, you're my masterpiece. I'm your vein.